History is not just written by men. Sometimes mountains, rivers, and winds bear witness too. In the ancient Persian lands, under the shadow of the Alborz Mountains, there exists an era when time itself feared to flow. A 1,000-year darkness, sealed by the greed of a tyrant, where the sun was ashamed to rise, and the earth fed only on fear. Zahhak's father, Merdas, ruled a peaceful kingdom near Jerusalem. Ahriman immediately discovered Zahhak's guidance-dependent nature. He slipped by the prince's side as a devious friend, whispering, "Why wait in your father's shadow? This crown could be yours." Zahhak chose Ahriman's dark strategy over his own blood. Together they dug an ominous pit under the path where the pious Merdas went to pray. As his father's bones broke in that hole, Zahhak inherited Ahriman's eternal bondage. It was the first pit a tyrant dug with his own hands, but entered by another's decree. Blinded by power, Zahhak turned his life into a cycle of uncontrolled luxury. Ahriman appeared again, disguised as a marvelous cook, offering wild flavors never tasted before. Zahhak became a slave to this pleasure. When he told the cook, "Ask of me whatever you wish," Ahriman humbly asked only to kiss his shoulders. The moment those lips touched his skin, Ahriman vanished, and 2 black snakes erupted from the king's shoulders. Zahhak had chosen momentary bliss. In return, he carried an eternal agony. The curse was only beginning. The snakes began gnawing at the king's flesh, attacking Zahhak's own brain. Ahriman returned as a wise physician, whispering the only cure: the snakes must be fed with 2 fresh human brains every day. If they were not sated, they would consume Zahhak's own mind. To protect his reign, Zahhak chose to steal the intellect and life energy of his people. To save his own brain, he sacrificed the mind of an entire nation. The world became a slaughterhouse where thoughts were destroyed by a king's fear. Elsewhere, the ruler Jamshid was at the peak of his arrogance. By proclaiming himself a god, he lost divine support. While the people fled from a proud god-king, they took refuge under Zahhak's mask of a savior. Zahhak captured Jamshid and seized the throne by sawing him in half. But the people soon realized they had fled from pride, only to fall into the clutches of a characterless monster who fed on the brains of their children. The 1,000-year dark age had begun. This horror finally cracked with a rebellion in the Alborz Mountains. Kaveh the blacksmith rose with the rage of a father who had lost his children to the snakes. Tearing up a fake document of righteousness, Kaveh turned his apron into a banner, Derafshe Kaviyan. Beside him stood the young hero Feridun, destined to overthrow the tyrant. Feridun donned his ox-headed mace to tear this malignant tumor from the world, not for vengeance, but for justice. The finale was sealed with eternal imprisonment. Feridun did not kill Zahhak. He imprisoned him in a dark cave at Mount Damavand. Zahhak was nailed to cold rocks with giant nails. Since the snakes could no longer find brains to eat, they would gnaw at Zahhak's own brain forever. That 1,000-year tyranny was condemned to absolute loneliness in the depths of a cave. Zahhak is still there, waiting with a silent scream that will last until the end of the world.